Hello, good evening, people of God. Welcome again to the Truth Podcast. My name is Atada Kalimi, and we are doing our daily Bible study series, and we are now in the book of Genesis, chapter 10. So go back and watch the other videos for you to have a good background of what we are talking, since everything is connected. So let's get into the reading. Genesis chapter 10, verse 1. This is the account of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Noah's sons, who themselves had sons after the flood. The sons of Japheth: Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. The sons of Gomer: Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarma. Wow. The sons of Javan: Elisha, Tarshish, the Kittites, and the Rodanites. From these, the maritime people spread out in their territories by the clans within their nations, each in its own language, with its own language. The Hamites, the sons of Ham, Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan, the sons of Cush. Seba, Havilah, Sapta, Rama, and Saptika. The sons of Rama: Sheba and Dedan. Cush was the father of Nimrod, who became a mighty warrior on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. That is why it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. The first centers of his kingdom were Babylon, Uruk, Akkad, Calneh in Shinar. From that land he went to Assyria, where he built Nineveh, Rehoboth, Ir, Calah, and Resen, which is between Nineveh and Calah, which is the great city. Egypt was the father of the Ludites, Anamites, Lehabites, Naphtalites, wow, those names are difficult, Patrusites, Kalushites, from whom the Philistines came, and Caphtorites. Canaan was the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and, and of the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Hivites, Arkites, Sinites, Avidites, or how do you call it, Zemarites, and Amathites. Wow, these names are difficult. Later, the Canaanite clans scattered, and the borders of Canaan reached from Sidon toward Gerar of as far as Gaza, and then toward Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim as far as Lasha. These are the sons of Ham by the clans and languages in their territories and nations. Sons of Sons were also born to Shem, whose older brother was Japheth. Shem was the ancestor of all the sons of Eber. The sons of Shem: Elah, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram: Uz, Hul, Gerar, and Meshech. Arphaxad was the father of Shelah, and Shelah the father of Eber. Two sons were born to Eber. One was named Peleg, because in his time the earth was divided. His brother was named Joktan. Joktan was the father of Almodad, Shelef, Hazarmaveth, Jerav, Hadoram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophi, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were sons of Joktan. The region where they lived stretched from Mesha toward Sifah in the eastern hill country. These are the sons of Shem by the clans and languages in their territories and nations. These are the clans of Noah's sons, according to their lines of descent within their nations. From these, the nations spread out over the earth after the flood. Wow. So from three people, basically, there were more than three because we we have we had Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and all these three had their wives with them as well. The Bible talks about their wives. I don't know one person how many wives that one person had that time. But from these, three people, you know, all the generation of the earth, came from them. And it is really important to also know the origin of all the people of the earth, came, so for example, they're mentioning like Peleg, they're mentioning, the Philistine, you will know, okay, this is from this line that the origin of the Philistine came from. The Bible didn't give like okay much detail to to trace to it, but at least the names that are important in the Bible, the names, because you will hear later talking about the Philistine, of the Egyptians and all these people. You will hear them, Assyria. All the origin came from this verse in chapter 10. And the key point that actually touched my heart uh, today is the fact that it was during the time of Peleg that the world was divided. The earth was divided during the time of Peleg. We know that, we have about six continents, if I'm not wrong, and it is from, Austria, Europe, Africa, I mean Australia, sorry, and we have, Asia, all these continents that we have on the earth today came were divided during that time. So when you study your geography or history, you will know that at least the Bible mentioned that it is during the time of Peleg that the earth was divided. Yeah, so basically, there's not much to discuss today. If you have something interesting that you want to share, put it in a comment, and the people of God will be blessed. Thank you. See you tomorrow.